Hey guys, I am really sorry I have not done a video update in such a long time. I'm coming at you from my nursery. I'm in my new to me rocker. I'm still figuring out these cushions because I had to take them off to clean them. So I haven't done a pregnancy vlog update in like a month now. And there's always been a reason. I've been either too busy or way too tired. I'm getting almost like first trimester symptoms all over again. I am 19 weeks and 4 days, so almost halfway there. So I guess I can cover what has happened since week 16 up to this point. I don't really remember a whole lot because I did not take notes. So I'll start with what I do remember. First things first is I am a huge klutz. I have fallen in the shower. Was it last Thursday or 2 Thursdays ago? I think it was 2 Thursdays ago. Thankfully, the baby and I are fine, but the way that I fell was the baby had hit so hard on my bladder that I ended up peeing all over myself. I was in the tub when it happened, and I thought my water broke. So that scared the crap out of me. Thankfully, none of that happened, and baby and I are both fine. Of course, I was in a little bit of pain, but I was okay. What else? I have absolutely no more nausea whatsoever, and seriously, knock on wood for that one. Sometimes I do wake up feeling, not the best, but it normally doesn't last very long. I don't really have a whole lot of food aversions anymore. I can't really think of one thing that I've really not liked. I suppose I used to love this raspberry sour cream pie, and I wanted it all the time in my first trimester, and I think I ate so much of it that I absolutely can't stand it anymore. All my doctor's appointments have been fabulous. I had another doctor's appointment. When was it? I already vlogged my first one where I said that I lost 10 pounds. I had another one where I lost another pound, so I'm down 11 pounds. The last one that I went to, I didn't lose any weight and I didn't gain any weight. I'm hoping that I can lose a little bit more. I am being more careful with what I eat. I am concerned with how thirsty I am. And speaking of that, I'm just going to reach for my water because I'm dying here. I have this constant thirst thing, and it scares me because I never told you guys this, but I did my glucose test, but I didn't tell you the results. I passed with flying colors, and I did that at 14 weeks. And I do have another one coming up around 26 to 28 weeks, and I'm kind of worried about that one because of how thirsty I am. I'm constantly needing something to drink, and that's one of the symptoms of becoming a diabetic. I've had really bad headaches, and the only thing that cures those headaches is just a little bit of caffeine. So a little too often I've been having a small ice cap, and the ice cap from Tim Hortons that only has 90 milligrams of caffeine in it, but it's really sugary and really fattening, so I'm trying to knock it off with that and just stick to water. But yeah, the only negative thing I can say is headaches. Actually, there's a couple more negative things I can say, but headaches is the worst. Tylenol does not make it go away. It's strictly like a caffeine withdrawal headache. So I'm trying to maybe, have one ice cap a week instead of like 3 or 4, because I don't need the extra fat and I don't need the extra sugar. One of my biggest cravings have been hot dogs, specifically the hot dogs served at Costco. So I need to be careful with that too. I think any all beef hot dogs would be be fine for me. You guys have seen, I have said that I have been stopping baby shopping at this point, but I said that a couple videos back, and then I did 2 more haul videos. And that was just because things were on sale and I couldn't help it. I couldn't pass by the sales. My only other negative thing would be I have really, and this is TMI, I have really sore nipples. And by sore, I mean they're stinging and burning, especially like the least little bit of cold. Like, it's really, really cold at night here where I am, and I work the night shift. So walking into the building or walking from the building to my car, my nipples are on fire. They hurt so very bad. I have really, really, really bad round ligament pain. And I'm a little bit concerned with up close to my belly button. It's always sore when I'm out walking around. This little spot, like right around here. And I was feeling around, like trying to put pressure on the spot because it was hurting me so bad. And I felt like a little, I don't know how to describe it, like it was a circular shape, like smaller than the size of a pea. And I'm starting to wonder, like my doctor said, like hernias are really common in pregnancy. So I have an OB appointment on Monday, and I'll be talking to her about that. And I hope that's not what it is. I hope that they can figure out what it is. I need to go in for a pregnancy massage because my back absolutely kills me. Although, I went out and bought a snoogle yesterday, and I have slept so amazingly well since I had that snoogle with absolutely no back pain. I don't care if you're pregnant or not, you should go out and buy yourself a snoogle. It is so worth the money. Our mattress sucks ass, and we need a new one, and we're going to get one in the summertime. We're just got to finish paying for the rest of this baby stuff and paying off some furniture, and then we're going to upgrade our mattress and burn the one that we have. I cannot wait. It's not supportive in the least, so it kills my back. But with the help of the snoogle, I get a great night's sleep. I have napped this afternoon. I don't know if I'm going through like this other growth spurt phase with her, but I am completely wiped out all the time. I have a very hard time staying awake. Today was a bit of a rough day though, because today would have been my due date for the baby I was pregnant with last time. So it's been a really, really hard day for both Matt and I, and we've just kind of celebrated in the fact that I'm here. I'm just about 5 months pregnant and halfway in my pregnancy, and we've proved a lot of doctors wrong, especially one in particular. And right now, the doctors are finding nothing wrong with her. My placenta has moved up, so I don't have the low-lying placenta concern anymore. And I have the big end-all, be-all ultrasound coming up on Wednesday. That's the anatomy scan. I think they're going to take about 2 hours because it's with my high-risk doctor. And just to make sure she's still a girl, I have saved all my receipts for clothing and things, but everything else was bought non-gender specific, but I'm fairly certain she's still a girl, and so are the doctors. I've had 2 ultrasounds that have said so, but just in case, and I have had nightmares. I don't want to say nightmares, but nightmares of me losing all my receipts and not being able to return the clothes that I have, but finding out that she is a boy, but I don't really think that I have to worry too hard about that. Another thing is I've had to go back into counseling just to help deal with the anxiety that I have with this pregnancy. I have calmed down a little bit, but then where I have the big ultrasound coming up and they will tell me if they can see if there's anything wrong with her or not. That scares me. I had watched a couple of vlogs where these people have gone in for their big ultrasound to find out if they're having a boy or girl, and they find out there's no longer a heartbeat. So I have been listening to hers every single day for just a couple seconds, just to reassure myself. I've started journaling. The way my counselor put it is to write down, I'm scared and this is why, and then build a case as to why I have no reason to be scared. So I can read that and go back and reassure myself. I need more water. So that is going well. I'm really, really happy with that. In the last Baby Buys video, you guys saw a clip of the nursery, the really, really messy nursery. But now we have a general layout. The crib is right here, and her dresser is right here. And when it gets a little bit more clean, then I will show you. We're selling that makeup vanity that used to be in here, so I shoved that into her closet because it's big enough to put that in right now, and just trying to work around it. But I've come to the point where I can't do anything until that is out of her closet, because there's a few more things that need to go, in. But we have everything we need, as in the big stuff. A lot of people asked if we're still doing a baby shower. I still do need a few things, believe it or not. We just bought the expensive things so our family wouldn't have to worry about that. But I have things on my registry like a sleep sheep or Halo sleep sacks, like things like that. But we're pretty much set with furniture and her swing and a tub and things like that. So I really, honest to God, have stopped buying baby things, because if I went and bought any more, there would be no need for a shower. And this is my first baby and probably my only baby, and I would really like to have a shower for her with my family to celebrate her, so I've got to stop buying stuff. I did, however, we bought this rocker today. It was only $80. I ended up in a bidding war with some chick. The original asking price of this rocker was $65, and it's a Sure Mag, and they sell it at Toys R Us for like $399 or something like that. I can't remember what she said, but it was definitely a steal. So there was someone in front of me, and I said, just let me take it for $80. So thankfully I won the bidding war, and I also bought myself a secondhand Medela breast pump. A couple friends that I've talked to made really good points that you want to know for sure that you can breastfeed before you go out and buy a big expensive pump, and then not be able to return it and maybe not be able to sell it, because some people are leery about secondhand pumps like that. But this is a Medela swing, and it's an electric pump, just the one breast pump. And I bought that for $80, and she threw in a bunch of extra bottles, a nipple shield, but I didn't know that nipple shields are custom size, and I have no idea. She was like, you're going to have to do the weird exercise to measure your nipple to make sure that you can use this one or whatever, but I'm going to have to read up on how to do that. I didn't realize you had to. Of course, it does make sense. She threw in a bunch of freezer bags. What are you doing, Bells? Sorry, my kitty's in here. She knows she's not allowed to be, because she attempted to jump in the crib when I was not aware and scratched the front of it. Thankfully, my husband found some touch-up paint to fix it, and it's just one little scratch, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I think we're fairly set, and I think the shower is going to be for June. I think. I have no idea. It's my mom and my mother-in-law hosting, so I don't know. I'm really, really excited about this rocker, though. I'm glad we didn't have to spend like a big amount of money on one, and I'm glad we got such a perfect one for only $80. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. I don't really think there's anything that I've missed. Let me just think real quick. No.